Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. I'm Natan Verhofsky, your host with the most. You are here at the Frequency of Abundance. Congratulations. You've made it through. We're back into season 6. We are kicking it. This season is energetic leadership. This time we decided to really focus on those that aren't just like we did in season 4. We're looking at online. And if you're a coach, a healer, a therapist, here's ways that you can grow and connect to your audience better and define your offer better. And today in season 6, energetic leadership is all about those that serve and those that serve others. So we're focused on this week. And if you started off on Motivational Monday with us, you would have seen the energy of influence. Triumphant Tuesday was rather fun. We were focusing on authentic authority yesterday. Today, on Winning Wednesday, we're looking at your voice is your vibration and how to use your voice to shape impact and influence. Tomorrow on Thriving Thursdays, we are at the Science of Charisma, Fearless Friday, Vision-Led Leadership, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Come join us Eastern. On the weekends, get yourself done up and finished what you need because you guessed it, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, midday, mid-weekend reset. So Successful Saturday will have energetic integrity. And we finish the week, beautiful, beautiful week 1 on season 6, with Soaring Sunday. That's the courage to be seen. Now, in today's episode, when we're looking at your words and how they carry power and the energy behind them, that's what truly resonates with people. So when we're going into tone, intention, vibration, shaping your leadership presence, that's when you're speaking to one person, to many people. Your voice is more than sound. It is frequency in motion. So if you're picking up what we're putting down, give a comment, give a like, give a share. I will exercise the ticker tape action and get things going here. I will put contact information in the chat. Like, comment, share. Make sure we get to play around with the algorithm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boom, there you go. Now, one of the things that you'll notice in the chat, you're going to notice that there's a little button there that says, learn to be a speaker on our virtual retreats and a guest on the Voices That Lead podcast. Ooh. And what is the Voices That Lead podcast, you might ask? I'm like, yeah, no kidding, it's new. It's literally days, minutes old. And it is a beautiful expression. This Frequency of Abundance, the free group that you go to on LinkedIn, click the button, go LinkedIn, go Facebook, they're there for you. That's all of these episodes available. There's no cost to it. I wanted to make sure that these were like a public service announcement. After 30 years of being an elite energy coach, I wanted to give back. And so this is my way to do that. But I also have met so many incredible people. And in the nicest way, it sucks for me that I don't get to interview them. And it sucks for you that you don't get to hear their amazing stories because they're truly inspirational. So I created the Voices That Lead as a podcast. Now I get to interview the most amazing people in short format, like 20 minutes. And what makes it different than any other podcast, because God knows there's a few of them, the thing that changes it for everybody, and this is neat, it's that there's 3 questions that we ask. How do you lead? What do you think is your legacy? And if you had one thing that you could do or give or share or help someone else to become truly limitless, what would that be? If you can answer those 3 questions, that's the podcast. That's what we're looking at. That's who we're talking to. That's where we want to set it apart. Let's take 1 minute. I'll show you exactly what I'm looking for.
Ever wonder what sets real leaders apart? It's not the corner office. It's the impact they make. Welcome to the Voices That Lead podcast with Natan Verhofsky, where we dive deep with leaders who put service first. These aren't just CEOs or big names. They're people making a difference, building legacies through acts of kindness, mentorship, and heart. Every episode you'll hear powerful stories, straight from those who lift others up and inspire change. Looking for practical advice, authentic conversations, or just a spark to unleash your own limitless potential? You'll find it here. Because leadership isn't just about where you end up. It's about who you help along the way. Join the community and get inspired. Reach out to be a featured guest on the program. Leaders, Legacy, Limitless. Subscribe to the Voices That Lead podcast. Join us as a speaker and let others be inspired by you. Become the leader you're meant to be.
So there's a personal invitation for you. Now, that is something so new and so incredible. And that's why I wanted you to know that that exists for you. That is available. If you're the kind of person that can help lead and inspire others, please reach out. We'd love to have you on the show. And if you don't mind, I'd like to get the show started. Today we talk about how your words carry power, but it's the energy behind them that truly resonates. Remember I said that a minute ago? Okay. We're going to explore tone, intention, vibration, how it shapes the leadership presence. And by the end, you're going to feel, okay, that's how I amplify my voice. Now I know how to be heard, how to be felt, and to be followed. I want you to understand that at a certain point, as a leader, you evolve, you transition, you metamorphosize, you transform into more. Not just a servant leader, not just those that serve and lead. You transform into almost an idea. And in that idea, you're something different to everybody. You lead with whatever they need, not the way that you are. And in that energetic space, that energetic leadership, that's where you shine. And one of your biggest tools is your voice. So your voice is your vibration. We mean it. Your voice transmits energy, not just ideas. So I hear the words that you're saying, but then I hear the intensity that you're saying the words with. And I wonder if just because the words say something, but you do something different, body language, voice, tone, intention. So yeah, 90% of communication is non-verbal, meaning all the rest of that is really powerfully missed. And if all I'm doing is listening to your words, that's barely even active listening. So I want you to feel that in that context, you create trust, you create credibility, you create authority, the energetic frequency of your voice. Trust, credibility, and authority through the energetic frequency of your voice. I remember back in the day, I used to speak really quickly, and people would repeatedly ask me to slow down. It'd be that, hey, whew, I you got to slow down, man. I can't hear you. What is that? And so I couldn't figure out how to do it. And then I had a friend give me a little secret. He said, all you have to do is smile. It's impossible to talk quickly if you smile. And I'm like, okay. And he was right. And so sure enough, when I smile, things slow down. And it also means that the words that come out of my mouth come out with a smile. And they have a different tone when they're shaped that way than if I wasn't. So let's look at an actionable exercise. This is voice awareness. Let's pause and reflect. Record yourself just saying a simple sentence. I am confident in my message. Listen back twice. First time, I want you to listen for content. And then the second time, listen for emotional energy behind it. Do you believe it? Does it resonate? Does it make the hairs on your arm stand up? Because if you can't turn yourself on, how are you going to turn anyone else on? Energetic leadership is about being energetic and being a leader. If there's no one to lead, you kind of miss the second part of that phrase. So you're already a leader. We're not concerned about a following. You are the shepherd. There is a flock. Write down the emotion and the energy that you detect. When you said, I am confident in my message, and you listened back twice, what did you hear? What did you feel? So think about a nugget of wisdom would be that your voice isn't just a tool for speaking. It's an instrument. It broadcasts your internal state. Apologize. Today is a Greek mountain tea kind of a day. Need to keep that voice buttery smooth. So thank you for your patience with me. Let's look at tuning your tone and intention. So the key nuggets would be that tone reveals true intention, the clarity, the conviction, any uncertainty, any hesitation. Intention is what drives your energetic alignment and resonance. If your intention is clean and clear, proud and strong, happy and bold, it comes across that way. And there's an energetic alignment. That's resonance. If it doesn't, or if you're unclear in it, there is no alignment. And that mismatch doesn't resonate. You know, when you play a couple notes together on the piano, you play these two notes together, it sounds awful. But if you move one note over and play these two notes with one note or two notes in between, oh, it sounds pretty. That's nice. And that's a simple rule. Aligned tone and intention magnetically attract trust and respect. Translation, they make the two notes that you're playing sound good. You have aligned tone, musically translates to harmony, melody. You have intention, which magnetically attracts trust and respect. So let's look at an actionable item. We did voice awareness. Now let's do intentional speaking. This is an intentionality practice. So before your next conversation, pause and consciously choose your intention. Do you want to come across with clarity, compassion, inspiration, authority? How do you want to come across? It is so important that you set that intentionality practice inside you so that you're intentionally speaking. Before your next conversation, pause and consciously choose your intention. And then speak from this clear intention, imagining your words sending out little ripples of your chosen energy, right? There's a pond and you drop that rock and it ripples all the way to the edge. That's beautiful, but it's not the size of the rock. Even a little rock will still cause ripples to go all the way across. So if it's not how loud you are, if it's not how proud you are, if it's not how big a deal you are, it's about that clear intention. Your intention infuses every word with energy. If you align your intent and your voice, you become effortlessly magnetic. Your intention infuses every word with energy. Align your intent and your voice becomes effortlessly magnetic. Now, before we look at amplifying your vibration, and that's a fun section I'm excited about, I wanted to take a minute, wanted you to know where we're coming from, where we're going, and so that if you yourself was like, okay, I've watched a couple of these shows, I've seen a couple episodes or a couple seasons, I'm wondering if maybe, I should reach out to Natan to be a guest on that Voices That Speak. Take the chance, do it. You and I will have a one-on-one. If at the end of that conversation it doesn't serve you, okay, no commitment. You don't have to do it. It's not like it costs you anything. But if you understood a little bit more about our sandbox and all the different ways we can play together, maybe something else would spark your interest. Ultimately, it's there to serve you. That's why we're sponsored by the most incredible Allura Creative Agency, the only not-for-profit in the world. And they only do one thing really well. They hunt whales. So if you're someone who looks for C-suite, coaches, healers, therapists, specialists, owners, buyers, executives, if that's the whales that you hunt, oh my, come on by. I'm convinced we can have an interesting conversation. Let's take a minute. I'll show you where we're coming from.
I'm sure you've heard the news. There's a game-changing PR house in town. At Allura Creative Agency, we specialize in bringing visionaries together. As the first and only not-for-profit public relations house, we offer exclusive, invitation-only events tailored for C-suite leaders, executives, professionals, and founders. Imagine this, you co-hosting an event alongside top industry leaders, seamlessly connecting with your ideal clients. Our done-for-you approach means we handle everything, from getting butts in seats to your co-host, personally introducing you and your unique offer. Founded during the global lockdown, Allura was born out of a commitment to empower coaches, healers, and experts. Today, we continue that mission by providing a platform for you to shine and expand your influence. Join our exclusive community and experience the power of authentic connection. Discover how Allura Creative Agency can elevate your brand and help you unlock your full potential. Curious? Book a time to speak with us today and step into a world of endless opportunities. Allura Creative Agency, elevating brands and inspiring leaders. Won't you join us today?
There you go. Personal invitations all around. All around. Have some fun. Now, when we go deep dive and we're looking at amplifying your vibration, a couple key nuggets would be vibration is felt on an emotional and a physical level by listeners. So you physically feel bass. You don't hear it, but you feel it. Vibrational alignment is going to create those powerful connections for you. It will put you in a position that leadership, especially your personal brand of leadership, it thrives when people resonate emotionally and energetically with your message. When you look out in the audience and everyone's nodding their head as you're talking, that's them in alignment. There's no need to do that. We could just sit there and internally agree. When we agree so much because we're resonating physically with you as well, with your message, we can't help but nod our head. Yep, yep. And what we're saying is, that resonates with me, literally. So let's do a vibrational adjustment. We've started with focusing on voice awareness. That was the first exercise. Then we did intentional speaking. Now let's look at vibrational adjustment. So this is going to be visualization and vocalization. Now, if we're going to follow some basic principles, let's do a quick deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's hold it at the top. Let's hold it on the bottom. One time. Once we do, keep your eyes closed, keep breathing, and I will give you a visualization. Let's begin. In through the nose. Hold. Out through the mouth. Hold. Keep breathing. Visualize your message. Visualize it resonating from your heart, not just your head. Visualize how people feel when they hear you speak. When you practice speaking, physically place your hand on your chest. Anchor your voice and vibration in emotional authenticity. You have this power. When you speak, notice how engagement shifts. Look at how everyone resonates with you. This is that energetic shift. And now that you speak from this centered vibrational space, watch how everyone resonates with you. So come on back and join us. And if you resonate and if you're picking up what we're putting down, give us a like, give us a comment, give us a share. You can ask questions. You can give a cute little smiley face. A sunshine is always nice. A nugget of wisdom for you would be your vibration and your voice's vibration specifically can either repel or compel. Cultivate that emotional congruence. Let people naturally lean in. So if we want to overcome blocks that are really surprising for a lot of people, these are overcoming blocks to authentic voice. You have an incredible authentic voice. You have always had one. Inside it, finding it, making sure that you get past the fear, the self-doubt, the imposter syndrome. That's what blocks your authentic vibrational expression. Awareness, a gentle self-inquiry, that dissolves these barriers. That puts you in a completely different state. Authenticity, it's your most powerful leadership frequency. And when people feel that you're authentic, they trust you, they respect you. So, this exercise will be an authenticity check-in. Let's look at a self-inquiry exercise. Let's look at identifying a situation where your voice feels blocked or restricted. Write down, what am I truly afraid of here? Now, rewrite the scenario from the perspective of authentic self-expression. What would your empowered voice sound like? It's pretty different, isn't it? The greatest voice isn't perfect. It's profoundly authentic. How come nobody else sounds like Sting? Just as a simple example. There's other people who have an accent like him. There's other people who could sing like him. How come it's so uniquely distinct? And he's just one of many, many, many examples. Those that make it to the top, those that stick out, don't necessarily, quote, have the best voice. Some do. Some have dropped dead beautiful voices, undeniable across the board. Just a pretty voice, period. But the most memorable ones are distinct and unique and may not be a perfect voice, may not have a perfect pitch, but they have something profoundly authentic. And that's why the greatest voice isn't perfect. It's yours. And that's profoundly authentic. Let's look at some daily practices so you can strengthen your voice frequency. Okay? Here's where we come in, and I wanted to make sure that you felt that you got some support, so that if you're stuck and you're going, ay, this is a lot. I'm like, I know. And for those of us that are, personally at 9 out of 10, professionally at 9 out of 10, that are looking for just squeezing a little advantage, getting a little extra edge, moving themselves a little bit further down the road, I offer you this. If you've never had a chance to work with an elite energy coach, come on by. There's 2 ways to play in my sandbox. Number 1, I've been an elite energy coach for about 30 years. So I started with Cirque du Soleil acrobats, Olympians, national sports teams, wrote 2 best-selling books, Personal Momentum and Moments of Power, and I've had about 15,000 people come through my hands. And as a coach, as a person that can come from the heart and help others, because I've helped so many thousands of others for so many years, it's an offer that if you ever wanted your own Olympic coach, if you're a coach and you don't have a coach, how critical is that? The best of us need one. The rest of us deserve one. Focus on if that resonates with you, and if maybe private one-on-one is a little too intense, that's okay. There's a private group that I have that we put on all the time, a virtual retreat. Small handful of us get together, really pushing that 9 out of 10 that we're at to 9.1, 9.2. Take a minute and listen. If it's a place that works for you, I'd love to give you a personal invitation.
Meet Natan Verkovsky, Elite Energy Coach, helping top performers break limits, activate their energy, and achieve unstoppable momentum. Welcome to the Personal Momentum Retreat, an exclusive experience designed for executives, entrepreneurs, and visionaries who demand more from life. Every month, top performers gather to master powerful mental, physical, and emotional drills, strategies used by world-class leaders to unlock peak performance and resilience. At this retreat, you won't just learn, you'll experience transformation, shift your energy, break through barriers, and build unstoppable momentum. Get a sneak peek at our weekly preview event, happening every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Experience firsthand the mental, physical, and emotional drills that will change your game. Success is not about working harder. It's about activating your personal momentum. Reserve your spot today.
There's your personal invitation. If you're a leader, if you're a founder, if you're someone that has other people that are dependent on you, I'd like you to come on out. I'd like you to come play. I'd like you to come on to the Voices That Lead podcast. I'd like you to help inspire others. I believe the tide raises all boats, and it's our responsibility, and it's a beautiful, beautiful responsibility that when you get to a frequency of abundance yourself, it's time to give. And when you give, that's how you're good. And when you learn to receive, that's how you become great. Focus on now that you've given enough, that you've done enough, that you are enough, that it's now time to receive. And take the gifts that come knocking on your door. The personal invitations are for you. So let's look at a daily practice to strengthen your voice. And it's frequency. Rapid fire, actionable steps. Number 1, daily check-in. Every morning, pick an intention for the day and align your voice accordingly. Today, I want to be strong. I want to be proud. I want to compel. I want to command respect. Okay. Then do a vocal warm-up. Spend 1 to 2 minutes humming or chanting so that you can physically tune your vocal cords and energetic resonance. Singers warm up. There's a reason. Salespeople do exercises before they get on a sales call just to get the marbles out of their mouth, right? There's a reason we warm up vocally. It's a big deal. You want to make sure that it's available for you. So, mindful pause. Before responding in conversation, pause briefly. Align intention and energy. So, in the morning, pick an intention for the day, align your voice. Warm it up for a minute or two. And then before responding, pause. You ever remember they used to tell you count to 3 before you answer? It's not a crazy idea. It's a pretty good one. A, you look thoughtful and like you're really listening to them and not just waiting to speak. B, it actually does give you a couple seconds to think about what they said and come up with a pretty darn good answer compared to whatever you just came out your mouth. I don't see a lot of disadvantage. So I invite you to think about that. Pause before responding in conversation. Give yourself that brief energetic alignment. Know that that's there for you. Now, if we go into a bit of a deeper final thought, your voice is your energetic signature. It carries who you are, what you stand for into the world. So every time you speak, you broadcast your truth, your values, your energy. The words you choose matter, but the people listening to you, your listeners, they feel your vibrations even more deeply. So true leaders aren't followed because their words alone are so powerful. They're followed because of how their voice makes others feel. If you want to lead with resonance, start within. Anchor your voice in authenticity. Align your intentions with clarity. And let every sound you utter ripple out in a beautiful, energetic harmony. When you honor the vibrations of your voice, you speak from a frequency that's uniquely yours, one that inspires, attracts, and magnifies. Oh my goodness, it magnetizes. It's effortless. So speak consciously, speak intentionally. Let your voice not just be heard, but felt deeply. Because your voice isn't just sound, it's your vibration, it's your leadership, it's your legacy. I want to let that pause and sink in for a moment. I'm going to challenge you, as we do every day, apply just one exercise. Apply it immediately after this show. Give yourself that edge. I remind you to come in and know that these exercises impact more than just your voice and leadership. They can impact others. So reach out, share the experience. Let me know Come on into our social little network, sharing yours, sharing mine. Let me bring it out to the world so we can inspire others with it. We can do the good and we can get the right work done for the right people because it's necessary. It's needed out there in the world. Now, for tomorrow, join us on Thriving Thursday is going to be crazy, you guys. So, the science of charisma. Charisma isn't luck, it's energetic mastery. We end the week, well, the work week on Friday with Fearless Friday, vision led leadership. Lead from your future self for unstoppable clarity. On the weekend, you'll be popping in Saturday and Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, midday, mid-weekend reset. Successful Saturday will be energetic integrity, specifically how to sync your energy to build fast, deep trust. And we end week one, season 6, energetic leadership, with Soaring Sunday, the courage to be seen. Vibration is visibility. Visibility is vibration. It's time to show up fully, and it's so much fun. So today, your voice is your vibration. I feel so blessed to have you here with us. Thank you so much for sharing some time. Thank you so much for being here and showing up for you. There's so many people to count on you and depend on you. You are an ocean unto yourself, a complete universe that you don't even know about. Lives, loves, depends, needs, and is supported by you, is inspired by you. So when you put your mask on, when you try some of these exercises, when you raise up your frequency of vibration, inevitably you raise up others without even thinking or trying. You become the wave, and that tide rises all boats. So thank you for joining us. I will see you tomorrow as we end every episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Natan Verhofsky, your host with the most. This is the Frequency of Abundance. And as always, be kind to each other.